Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Oxford United. We are back today for 2 cup games and we are in very good form. So as I say, 2 cup games today. We've got Bradford City in the FA Cup first round, and then we've got the Tottenham under-21s team that we plan to come back for in the Johnstone's Paint Trophy, or whatever it happens to be called now, the Papa John's Trophy as it turns out. Since you were last with us, which was way back when we lost to Wolves and then drew with Wrexham, we followed that up with a 2-0 win against Eastleigh in the EFL Trophy. We then had 1-0 wins against Exeter and Shrewsbury, a 2-0 win against Portsmouth, 1-1 draw with Bolton, that was a top of the table clash at the time, 0-0 draw with Derby, a 1-0 win against Walsall back in the EFL Trophy, 1-0 win against Stockport County. We lost 3-2 to Lincoln City, which was a bit disappointing, but bounced back. 2-0 win against Blackpool, a 1-1 draw with Wigan, a 4-1 win against Sutton United, who are one of the teams that are struggling so far this season, I believe. 1-1 draw with Sheffield Wednesday, who are one of the teams right up at the top with us, and most recently a 1-0 loss to Bradford City, today's opponents. We played them in the league just before we played them in the cup. That was away. Today we're going to be at home. In the league, we are currently top of the league, 2 points ahead of Charlton and Bolton. As I say, Wigan were right up there. They're in 5th, so a draw against them wasn't a bad result by any means. The same goes for Sheffield Wednesday. The loss to Bradford, pretty disappointing. They're down in 19th, however, so hits and misses, I suppose. We are going to jump straight into the game against Bradford. In goal, we've got Archer, who's kind of become our cup goalkeeper. Our back four is Kane, Fredrickson, Leo and Bagan. Brannigan is the holding midfielder with Williams and Davies in front of him. Brown on the right, McNeely on the left and Harrott up front. There are a few players that are pretty tired, but hopefully we can still see ourselves through to the next round. Bagan with a throw-in, throws it short to Davies and then back to him. Inside to Brannigan, back to Bagan again, who this time goes backwards to Leo. Brannigan back out to Bagan. Overall this season, as you've just seen, we're very strong defensively. We've just gone 1-0 up. Brown knocks it inside to Harrott, who gets us started very nicely. Bagan with the ball at left back. As I was saying, we have started the season very well. We're really good at keeping clean sheets. We're, as you've seen, a lot of our wins are like 1-0s, 2-1s, or 2-0s, and I quite like that. The board want us to be defensively solid, and at the moment, that's exactly what we're doing. If we can start scoring a few more, then we can definitely make ourselves quite the force. Bagan with a ball over the top towards Harrott, who puts it into the back of the net. That's 2-0 before even 25 minutes. Lewis with a goal kick goes long upfield. Fredrickson wins the header. Harrott tries to bring it down but didn't quite manage to do so. However, Davies does pick up the ball anyway and gets a run down the left-hand side. Cuts back to McNeely, who gets away from Stevens. Cuts inside. McNeely with a shot and a good save from the keeper. 2-0 up at half-time and looking very good for heading into the next round of the FA Cup. It's going to be time to make changes. We're going to bring McNeely off for Goodrum. Murphy's going to come on for Harrott, just because those two are players who are a little bit tired coming into the game, and 2 of the more tired players at this stage of the game, and 2 players that we definitely want to protect. Bakinson will also come on for Williams in midfield. Bagan with a throw-in on the left-hand side here, gets it back from Bakinson, and then he cuts it back and gets across towards the far post. Brown was there, but heads it onto the roof of the netting. Archer with a goal kick sends it long upfield towards Murphy, who can't win the header. Stevens collects it and passes it off to Halliday, but as they try to come forward, they're not able to. Bakinson out to Brown on the right-hand side, and he's got Kane pushing forward. He's going to push into the space, but loses the ball quite easily to set on. So, yeah, at this stage of the season, we're doing well. I think it's going to be tough for us to keep it up all season, but I would expect at the very least we should be in the playoffs. And the fact that at this stage we're looking at a title challenge is very nice. Bouncing straight back to the Championship would be wonderful. And Bradford have got one back. So, an interesting final 10 minutes or so. Coventry, who's just come on for Brannigan, gets the corner, and Neely, we find a 3-1 goal. However, I thought that was going to be the end of the game. We're in the the 5th minute, I suppose, of 3 minutes added on, so this isn't ideal. Jones plays the ball over the top towards Stevens. Leo lumps it away. Out for a throw-in. Please blow the final whistle, referee. Halliday throws the ball into Jeffries. Bagan challenges him. Ball comes in anyway. Fredrickson heads it away. Brown heads it away again. And that is all over. We have won 2-1 against Bradford. Through to the next round of the FA Cup we go. And on top of that, we were able to bring Harrott and McNeely off early on in the second half. So a very good result for us. And we are now back for the Emirates FA Cup draw. A little note, in the EFL Trophy, we are joint top with Tottenham. So I've actually decided part way through recording this, I'm not going to bother showing you that game because it's just to decide who finishes top or second in the group. I don't think it's worth it. We're instead going to do Burton Albion just afterwards. But let's go and find out who we're drawing in the FA Cup. It's obviously second round, so third round is when the Premier League and Championship teams come in. So ideally, we get one of the non-league teams that are left in the draw and have a very good chance of going through to the next round. Would be quite nice for us. And as you can see, we have drawn Doncaster match 18, so I'm glad we didn't start off and make you wait for that. Doncaster currently in the National League, so you would expect us to have a very good chance of beating them and continuing through in the FA Cup to the third round. So in the meantime, we did pick up a win against Tottenham on penalties, which means we have finished top of our EFL Trophy group. But we are back now for Burton Albion, and we start off in goal with who, if you've seen episode 1, I wasn't sure how to say this guy's name. Ash has very kindly left a comment letting me know it's pronounced Sinisalo. He literally just spelt the name. So cheers, Ash. The back four, we've got Kane, Fredrickson, Finley and Williams. Brannigan as the holding midfielder with Coventry and Devoy in front of him. Brown on the right, McNeely on the left and Harrott up front. Early on, there is a goal kick for Burton Albion. Benson is stood over it, goes for goal and hits the bar. Sinisalo manages to catch it as it comes away. Roberts with a free kick for Burton Albion deep in their half. However, we win the header through Fredrickson, who knocks it down to Harrott. He's going to bring it forward, lays it off to McNeely, who goes down the left-hand side, knocks it back inside towards Harrott. Can't find him, but McNeely collects it again. Can he get a ball across the box? He can to Brown, and it's blocked into the hands of Roberts. Roberts with a goal kick that sends it forward this time, and Finley wins the header. Benson knocks it down to Taylor, and Burton Albion are back in possession. Long ball forward only gets nodded on and through to our goalkeeper, who can now start from our defence. He goes long upfield, doesn't find anyone. Taylor heads it away and collects it again. So early on in this game, it's been pretty even. We've had more shots, but I think they've been creating the better chances, and that was one of them. Half-time, 0-0, as I say, pretty even. 5 shots and 2 on target for both teams. We've had a clear-cut chance, which you would like us to have taken. But nevertheless, hopefully in the second half we can sort this out. Well, there is a distinct lack of highlights going on at the moment, so we're going to make changes. Phillips is going to come off for Huggins, who can hopefully create something a bit more down the left-hand side, and also Bakinson coming on for Devoy. I think we'll also bring Murphy on for Brown, who's not having the best of games at the moment. Neither is Harrott up front, but him and McNeely, I fancy one of them to get a goal. Moon with a free kick for Burton. There's just over 5 minutes left to go. Long ball over the top is going to be collected by Sinisalo, and hopefully we're going to find a late goal as a result of this. Finley is on the ball. Plays it out to Huggins, who switches play out to the right-hand side, finds Murphy with a wonderful pass. Kane is going to run on. Knocks it back inside to Murphy. Ball through, finds Harrott. He's got McNeely in the box at the far post. He can't quite find him. Huggins, though, gets it. Bakinson on the edge to Coventry. Back to Brannigan, who shoots and whistles it over the bar very nearly. We find a winner, but we've got another 2 minutes to go. Are we going to find one? We've got a free kick, edge of the area, Coventry stood over it. He's going to shoot from this position. Can he find the top corner? He hits the bar. So it is a 0-0 draw in the end, unfortunately. I think in the second half we took a bit more control, but I think we should have found a goal in the first half. Charlton did win, which means they are now level on points with us. And it looks like Bolton have a game in hand, so they could also end up level on points with us by the time they play. Our plan now is that we are going to go with the assumption that we've got enough about us to get past a non-league team in Doncaster. And I'm going to aim to come back for the third round of the FA Cup. Maybe we'll draw one of the big teams in that round. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Let me know, do you think we can maintain this position and get automatic promotion? Maybe even the title? Let me know down below. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content on the channel at the moment. And thank you very much for watching.